And joining me now from Philadelphia is Florence VIlléminot. Florence, we were just talking there with Francois about the latest in regards to the vote count for Pennsylvania. We are hearing from officials that they're hoping to wrap it up by the end of the day. What are you hearing from your end?
Well, it really is the final stretch here in Pennsylvania, and it's coming down to the wire. The lead that Donald Trump had as votes were counted starting on Election Day. That lead is really dwindling. It's like watching a sprint where one of the runners was really far ahead and the other one is catching up, and we're getting close to the finish line, and the suspense is incredibly high. So just to remind you of those figures that Francois just gave you, Trump has an 18,000 ballot lead, which is really thin compared to the lead that he had, which was in the hundreds of thousands. And there are still over 1,000 votes left to be counted, including many here in Philadelphia. Now, Philadelphia is a Democrat-leaning city. The vast majority of people here vote Democrat. So we really could see that blue shift that Democrats have been talking about. There really could be a flip here in Pennsylvania thanks to these last votes being counted from Philadelphia. Now, the Secretary of State of Pennsylvania, Kathy Boockvar, she's confident that all the votes will be counted today, Friday, which is indeed the deadline that election officials have to count the ballots, the ballots that came in between Election Day and November 6th. So long as they were postmarked Election Day, well, they have until today to count those mail-in ballots. So it really could be a photo finish here in Pennsylvania, the state that really could deliver the presidency. I mean, if Joe Biden wins Pennsylvania, well, he's won the presidency, and if he loses, it's going to be tougher for him, and Donald Trump will definitely have an advantage there.
Given its close proximity to the state of New York, and so many people commute into the New York region from the eastern parts of the state, some may have presumed that Pennsylvania would automatically lean towards the Democrats. But as this result shows, that certainly is not the case, is it, Flo?
Absolutely. And, you know, when you look at Pennsylvania's voting history, it has been a Democratic-leaning state for quite some time. And it's only in recent years that many working-class voters who used to vote for the Democrats have shied away from the party. Many were attracted to Donald Trump, and in particular, his message of economic boom, of resurrecting the coal industry in Pennsylvania, because there is a big divide in Pennsylvania between big cities like Philadelphia, where I am, like Pittsburgh. These are Democratic bastions. They've always historically voted for the Democratic Party in strong numbers. But as soon as you leave the big cities, it's a different story. You enter Trump territory now. A lot of voters who felt left behind, forgotten by the Democratic Party have gone more towards Trump. And indeed, we've been in Pennsylvania for over a week now. And when we were traveling around cities like Scranton, which is a former mining town where Joe Biden actually grew up, well, when you travel around former mining towns like that, you see a lot of Trump signs in people's lawns. And we actually attended a Trump rally. This was on Saturday, on Halloween, Saturday, the 31st of October. And we spoke to a lot of people there who were thrilled about the past 4 years under Donald Trump. They think he's done a good job on the economy. They feel like he's the one who can currently save the economy, bring back economic prosperity to America. Donald Trump is big on fracking, which is really important for the Pennsylvania state economy. The livelihoods about 500,000 people depend on fracking. So people outside of big cities, big fans of Donald Trump. Very different story here in the cities. It's really the tale of two Pennsylvanias. I guess you could say Pennsylvania is the key, you know, the quintessential swing state because of these divisions that we see between the cities and the rural areas.
Flo, thank you so much for that. And